Good evening, Dr. Mensah here once again. Today I want to talk about something very disturbing going on in our country. Even though the current administration is doing very well, the economy has bounced back, things are moving in the right direction, except the number of road accidents across the country and the impunity of drivers, pedestrians, and everything on Ghanaian roads. As a matter of fact, it has gotten to a point, it is becoming a matter of life and death if you step on the road anywhere in Ghana. It has become so dangerous that the number of road accidents and fatalities each passing day is becoming overwhelming. Now, anybody who is a driver in Ghana or who's been using any vehicle in Ghana will attest to what I'm saying, that our roads have become more or less an adventure which is going to lead to death. It's certainly going to lead to death. On all the major roads, Accra Kumasi, Accra Tamale, Accra Takrady, anywhere across Ghana is a matter of life and death now. And what is the problem? We have various type of problems are coming together to make Ghanaian roads very, very unsafe. First, start with the drivers. People we call drivers behind the wheel. As a matter of fact, sometimes you wonder whether animals are sitting, even animals will behave better if they sit behind the wheels. People driving in Ghana, they do not obey any traffic regulation or laws. There's nothing like traffic regulations or laws that anybody obeys in Ghana. As a matter of fact, if you decide to obey rules and regulation, traffic rules and regulation, you will be the one that will be the victim. As a matter of fact, people will be pumping their horn on you. Everything, like you will be out of place. So there are no rules and regulation in Ghana when it comes to vehicular movement and road traffic, right? People just behave anyhow. Most of our roads across Ghana are just one way, one single lane roads where one is going this direction, the other is coming this direction, and you expect that the drivers will obey some simple logical rules where if you see danger, the places where there must not be overtaking over the hills or around the corners where there shouldn't be any form of overtaking, that's exactly where most drivers, particularly the commercial drivers, we call them trotro in Ghana, will decide to overtake. And as they do this dangerous overtaking, they endanger themselves, people in their vehicle, and people around, both oncoming and going vehicles. So at a point where they don't have to overtake, that's where they have to overtake. Secondly, they just drive at the wrong side of the roads. So let's say there's a vehicular traffic going in certain direction. You see people, you expect them to know better and behave better, including government officials, just private citizens, driving by the roadside, even if they have to drive through the gutters anywhere. They don't have to obey the fact that it's a slow, so we all have to go and follow the same lane. No. They will go and drive around and face the oncoming traffic and do everything to even make the situation worse, right? So people behave worse than animals when they sit behind the wheels. It doesn't matter their qualification, it doesn't matter their position in the society, it doesn't matter their titles, they behave worse. Drivers. People in the car will not talk to such people to be mindful of the road regulation, or they would rather enjoy and encourage such a person to cause more traffic and to endanger all of them their lives. So one will ask, how then do they get driving license in Ghana? I can attest to you that getting driving license in Ghana is nothing. There are people who don't know how to drive. They've never been to any driving school. They have driving license. any investigative journalist can go around all the areas and try to see how dubious it is to get a driving license, how dubious it is to cheat the examination. So getting driving license in Ghana is nothing. It's all a matter of you pay money, somebody prints a plastic for you, that's it. The driving schools are not teaching anything. People don't even go to driving schools. They are just walking around. Once they know how to move a car forward and back, they are drivers. The worst out of it is in Ghana, we have something we call apprenticeship. So a driver will have what is called a driver's mate. They are following the person. The next day, they are drivers themselves on the road. Once because they know how to move a car and they know how to park a car. That's it. They are drivers. How do they get driving license? Most of them don't have driving license. And those that have driving license have expired driving license, or they've paid somebody to give them a driving license. So forget about driving license. Then one will say, what about the enforcement of the law by the police? They are the worst. Ghana police are everywhere on the roads. Even where you don't expect them, they are there. But they are not there to ensure that there is sanity on the road or people are behaving and driving according to the rules and regulations. They are there to collect bribes. Period. Everybody knows that, including even the IGP himself, know that the people on the road, the police on the road, are not there to ensure sanity, to do anything. They are just there to collect bribes. We've seen them severally. There are so many. This is nothing new. So one, people will not get the right authentication to be drivers, and then the enforcement is also weak, or it's not there. There's not even enforcement because of bribery and corruption. What is even compounding more to this is the fact that road construction in Ghana is something that sometimes boggles your mind. The way they construct the road. So the government will invest in constructing good roads, whether it's double or single lane, and just after some few weeks, we'll construct something we call speed ramps over them at places that you don't even expect to have speed ramps, right? Why? Because people will not obey the speed limit. People does not obey speed limit. So the only way to reduce speed on Ghanaian road is to construct heavy, big speed ramps on the roads. And these speed ramps destroy the heavy duty cars. So they have spoiled on the left and right on all the roads. So if you are traveling during day or night and you are not careful, you will drive directly under a destroyed or a defective car on the road, on the Ghanaian road. It's more or less like a death trap. Either the quality of the material used for the road is not good, so they will have heavy, big potholes all across the roads. And the few kilometers that is a bit good, you have heavy speed ramps on them. So we have traps and distractions on the roads, which make driving in Ghana extremely stressful and difficult. So if a family member tells you, I'm on the road coming, all that you have to do is to pray that they get home safe, because the probability that they'll get an accident is about 95%. If you get out of your house and you step on the road in Ghana, the probability that you will be involved in accident is extremely high. It's coming from various factors, and some of the factors what I'm telling you right now. Areas where we have to put speed limits, we don't put it, and if it's there, nobody obeys it, and there's no enforcement to it, whether you obey or not. Corners where they have to give indication, there are no signs, road signs or road indication for you to be cautious, and if they are there, nobody actually obeys it. And then we have the general public, the citizens, don't care about any road safety or traffic regulation. People will be crossing, will be walking in on the highway. People just will be they have markets in the middle of double roads. So you go to Accra, Medina, Kumasi, around KNUST, like there are people selling on the middle of the road. In the middle of the road, they are selling their goods. That's their market. No road safety. So each day, there are so many accidents. Most of them are not recorded. their insurance does not really pay for anything. So you just need insurance to allow you to move your car on the road to avoid police harassing you, because that's why people just buy insurance. But the insurance, they don't pay anything. Forget about insurance in Ghana. They don't. So Ghana roads have become a death trap. Everything is going right under this new administration, but except road accidents. It's escalating. So I'm appealing to the government, which is happening to my government, because I'm a member of the current administration. I belong to that same party. I'm appealing that something must be done. Something must urgently be done. In this era, just like the government is going to use technology to collect road tolls, we have to use technology to control speed limits. We have to use technology to make sure that we monitor pedestrian movement, traffic movement, whether people are obeying the rules and regulation, everything. And we have to make sure that the entire population at least adheres to some basic logic and simple logic as far as traffic regulations is concerned in Ghana. We have to save life. People are just dying. Sometimes people will be in the traffic obeying their rules, and before they realize, a car from behind or in front will just ramp over them because the car is heavily overloaded. And this heavily overloaded way beyond what the others can just drive past police and everything. Nobody will stop that vehicle and checking it until that vehicle causes heavy accidents, kills human being, and then we move on every day. So something must be done about what is going on as far as road accidents, obeying traffic rules and regulations concerned. Something must be done. This is my appeal to my own government, that as we are developing the economy, as we are doing your best to develop Ghana, we must also look at ways to reduce road accidents and what is currently going on. It's not good. It's not good. Technology can be used to enforce the rules and regulation, where permanent cameras, which is really reading movement and capturing people, and then we have a stop station where if you don't obey the traffic rules, you get a ticket, and that ticket can be paid or be deducted directly from your account because you violated the rules and regulation. It can be speed limit, it can be driving, it can be anything, where you don't have to pay to any driver, you don't have to pay to any police, but you pay directly. The government will take it directly from your bank account or your Momo account because they have evidence against you that you violated certain rules. And then if people don't do what they have to do and they cause serious accident or any accident, they have to face the law. The police must do its work. So, dear government, my beloved government, please, something must be done about what is going on our road. It's getting out of hand and it's totally crazy.